Forgot how to use this camera, man. Oh wow, I started to think I wasn't even going to make this video. It's been now the 7th of August. I wasn't going to make this. It's been over a month since I got back from LA and New York and my whole America trip. If you don't know what I'm on about, then click off this video and watch the last 5 videos and you'll understand. You'll notice that I filmed loads of videos the first 3 weeks of LA. I pumped out loads of really good content all on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube and Snapchat as well. Add my Snapchats right there, add my Instagrams and TikToks right there. And then eventually I stopped. The last week and a half of LA, I made 1 video. I still had a lot to post on my phone and everything, but I kind of stopped with the YouTube. And then I got home and I pretty much did nothing. I had loads of short form content to make that I made. Basically, I'm going to explain kind of everything that went down and also try and get it in my head, figure out everything that went down, went wrong, what went good, what went bad. Because I go back to LA tomorrow in 20 hours. I head back to LA. That's why I'm making this, because I want to get this video out before I go back. I'm already bored of that location. Where do I start? Me and the boys, Brandon, Kiernan and Devon, planned to go to LA. We made these plans back in April or May. We were like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's get a house, let's get an Airbnb, let's get a couple Airbnbs. I booked it all. Everyone transferred me the money for it, everything like that, and we went. We started off in Newport Beach, California for 4th to the 14th, 10 days. It was lovely. You'll see the videos, the vibes are nice and high there. We had so much fun exploring, getting to know each other, comparing cameras, flying drones, going to the beach. The weather was meh. I wish it was really nice and hot and sunny, but we had the June gloom is what it was called. But it was overall a really fun, relaxing experience, Newport Beach was. But the whole time we were there, we were kind of wishing for LA, our next stop in the actual city, to come. We booked LA from the 14th to the 28th, so that's 14 days in LA. And the reason we were wishing for that is because obviously we've heard so many good things about LA. Obviously we hear the bad things as well, but you kind of just block them out. You hear the good things, you hear about how crazy good it is for your career, content, everything like that, the people we thought we'd meet. So we were just wishing for that to come, which was, when we got there, it was a common case of that phrase that goes, you only miss something when it's gone or whatever. As soon as we got there, we realized we were gonna miss Newport Beach. The house was in a bit of a dodgy area. It was a lovely house, had a nice swimming pool, and the weather was good. The weather got better, so we had a nice time tanning, sitting on the sitting in the garden, everything like that. And we went to zoo culture. Zoo was cool as well. So as a group, everything was sweet, but I had some personal problems. I didn't think I would ever really mention this on social media. I didn't do it. I didn't put anything on my Instagram story or anything like that. It was a really weird thing to have to come to terms with, and I didn't know whether putting anything about it on social media was good, but it was a big thing in the UK news. So obviously I was seeing loads about it on my friends' social medias. I don't know how to word this. I don't really know how to word this very well. When I was in Newport Beach, I got some really horrible news that an old friend of mine, it was a girl who went to my school. We used to play hockey together every week. We played hockey at the same hockey club and everything like that. And I'd see her around school. She was really lovely. One of those people that is just liked by everyone. You couldn't say a bad thing at all. But she was one of the completely innocent people that lost their lives in the Nottingham stabbing. It's really, really sad. And I went to her funeral recently. Yeah, we were close friends. Obviously I feel terrible for everyone that was far closer to her. As I said, she was a couple years different. She was more, I would describe her more as a family friend. Her little brother is a good friend of mine as well. Her cousins are really close with my brother. So Grace, Barnaby and Ian were the victims of that. It was just a really difficult thing to, I have no way of describing it other than weird. I remember just feeling weird. And if anyone was to talk to me about it while I was in America or anything like that, the only way I could describe how I felt was weird. That I've discovered when I was in Newport Beach. I didn't say anything to the boys. Sam and Will knew, but I didn't say anything to anyone else because I just didn't want to put a sort of downer on this trip or anything. Every time I went on social media, I saw my friends posting stuff about it on their Instagram stories and stuff. and then obviously seeing it in the news and on TikTok, like, it was pretty nuts. So I couldn't get it out of my head. Yeah, that pretty much put a downer on the whole trip. My emotions were just messed up. Like, I was more confused and felt weird and everything like that, and just on a low than like actively sad. Like, I felt like I needed to cry the whole trip. Not solely about that, but just loads of compiled emotions from everything, and I just couldn't, and I still haven't. But yeah, wasn't the best. There were numerous other things that played far less of a role, but were still an issue for me. Number one is my gyno. So if you don't know what gyno is, it's where men develop like a little bit of breast tissue behind their nipple because of hormonal fluctuations, where relative to your testosterone, your estrogen levels are quite high. Estrogen is like the female hormone, testosterone is the male one. Basically what happened is my testosterone suddenly dropped around January, February this year due to other environmental factors. I think my mental health wasn't the best there, my food wasn't the best, my sleep wasn't the best, my social life wasn't the best, so everything just, you know, led to my testosterone suddenly dropping, which means relative to my testosterone, my estrogen levels were high, causing me to form this sort of breast tissue, which also happened to me during puberty, but then it went away, and it's come back again. And it's actually going away again now. Like, I feel a lot better about it. It's nowhere near as swollen or as puffy as it was 3 months ago. So anyway, that was very visible and prominent throughout the whole of LA because of the heat. You know, when your nipples are cold, they kind of shrivel up, so you can't really see it, but obviously the heat was there, so constant puffy nips. And obviously, we're gym boys in LA, we're taking our tops off to tan in the garden, we're taking our tops off in the gym, we're wearing white t-shirts, and pretty much it was very visible and very difficult to hide. And to me, it's just not nice. It wasn't attractive. I didn't like it. It hurt. And it actually led to even more of a downfall in my mental health, and therefore more of a downfall in my testosterone levels. And it was kind of just a spiral of decline. Like, I wasn't eating food as well as I should have been, so that led to lower testosterone levels. My sleep wasn't the best. Pretty much, LA should have been a really good experience, but due to certain environmental factors, it just wasn't as good as it should have been. It was still brilliant. We still met some amazing people, met Lex Little, I met Fusi, who's currently absolutely blowing on social media. I don't know whether it's for good or bad things, but he was lovely in person, I'll say that. Lex was lovely in person. Meeting Lex was a very life-altering experience. Not because, oh, it's Lex Little, but because you would have seen he made a video. If you don't know who Lex Little is, go and search him up. He's a lovely lad. Really prominent in the fitness industry for years now. He made a video recently about his whole childhood. He made that a couple days after he invited me, Kiernan, Devon and Brandon to his house. Went in his pool, and we hit the gym in his home gym. And after having this amazing workout, we turned all the cameras off, and for a good 2 hours afterwards, we were chatting, and he was talking through his childhood this whole time. Pretty sure having that whole conversation where he spoke us through his childhood and we all spoke with him, I think that sort of gave him the confidence and the clarity to make that video and post it on his YouTube. So if you want to find out what he told us, go and watch that. But obviously there was so much more he told us in person in a lot more detail that he couldn't fit into a video, but that was pretty humbling, is that the word? It was pretty nice to be able to sit and chat with like an idol, one of my idols for that long, talking about, you know, that deep stuff. And then he took us on a ride in his car, but let me get back to me real quick. We were having our fun. You know, I was getting my distractions, which I needed. We were going out, which was always fun. We got right now, go broke and watch them all evil. I have no clue where this last left off, but after accidentally spending a hell of a lot in Louis Vuitton, we are on our way to LA Swim Week. All of us, Kiernan and Devon are actually walking on a runway, which is amazing, and we're gonna see if we can go and watch them. We are kind of running late right now. And, yeah. It's dripped out. Dripped out for the first time ever. Anyway, we'll see you there. I'll keep you updated. Count all my blessings, but heavy is the head that wears the crown. Take the next right onto South Main Street. We've arrived at the destination. We don't really know where we're going. We're waiting for Kiernan or Devon to come out and get us. I just want to give you a quick fit check. Will, give me a quick fit check. Off with the most important piece, vivid clothing. Sid Batty is my best friend. and this is his clothing brand. Type in Vivid, double V in the middle. There you go. Got the Louis chain on, never thought I'd say that. Got the Louis ring as well. Crafted jewelry, they were kind enough to send me some pieces out of Crafted as well. Messy Weekend, sunglasses. I hooked my power up as well. Messy Weekend sunglasses, they were kind enough to send me these out as well, so I really enjoy wearing these. They're fun, they're nice. Zara pants, you know how we do. And then yeah, these are some like Boohoo Man trainers. I don't really know where I got them from.
What, $10?
10 like, yeah,
10
they said
.00.
they said like 1,200 something dirham or something, which is like 10.
But we're gonna walk in here and get shown up peakly right now.
Amen in Jesus' name, yes I declare it. Any little seed I receive, I have to share it. Brothers wanna break me down, I can't bear it. But heavy is the head with the crown, I still wear it. You can't hold me down, I still cold. Rain falling down at the bricks, I'm still soaked. Try to put a hole in our shit, who pull boats? 2 birds with 1 stone, I pull both.
Got the number. Look how good you look. Got the mark. Whoa, I can't even talk. Dude, that's good. That's good. Devin has got some serious rate. I tell you what, that was probably one of the most interesting experiences and unexpected experiences ever. Like, I've never. There they are. She got fit, but she want to get Finnegan.
That is absolutely
Good job, everybody.
Yeah. Goodbye.
You guys looked amazing. Did you walk?
I did walk.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Wonderful, beautiful.
Bye. Drive safe.
Thank you very much. Here's the London accent.
Alright, let's get this Uber. Where are we going? What's the address?
I like room.
Can you type it in?
Is it a 5-minute walk?
I can try.
This little
Bitch.
That's not good.
Sam said it, not me.
I said it.
I didn't say it.
To
This guy
block out the haters.
is scared of coming out
How am
now.
I scared, bro?
Are you scared?
No.
What is it then? What is it? What else would it be?
I'm tired.
No, you're not
I've
tired.
had 3 hours sleep.
So have I.
No, you haven't.
Why haven't I?
Because I was up till 4 AM.
Why? So was I.
Get
What
that
happens? What happens if we meet some crazy famous people?
We're living in a house full of crazy famous people.
No, yeah, I know I'm there, but like, come on. Excuse me. Can you
tell him to come
Can
out?
you tell our friend to come out with us?
What's going on here?
He's not coming out.
What coming up? What he wants? Ukraine.
Ukraine? Do you mind being in our YouTube vlog?
No, I'm fine.
No.
I was just asking what he's.
He doesn't want to come out.
He's too scared.
After party, but tell him it's
scared.
okay. It's gonna be
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine. It's not. It's fine.
We made it. We made it to a sky-high club.
We're out in LA right now, private little table, we're chilling.
A very strange experience for us, and
Come here. It's her birthday.
happy birthday.
Give her a kiss. It's her birthday.
That's all you're doing.
But at the end of the day, throughout the day, I remember sitting. Sam and Will would have known, and Brandon and everyone. I remember sitting and just thinking, I've never been this low. Like, I was living my absolute dream. You know, going to LA to meet all these amazing people, to make content and do what I love for a living. And I remember sitting thinking, why on earth do I feel this way? I've never been lower. I wasn't working out well at all. You know, by the end of the trip, I think I took more rest days on the trip than I did actual gym days. And when I did go to the gym, I was just getting a pump for the videos and photos that were necessary, because I felt like I was wasting my time and money if I wasn't getting that content. So I wasn't working out. I went to the gym one time in Onyx, even in Newport Beach, which was after, you know, everything. I discovered everything. You know, I was deadlifting weight I've deadlifted before.
250.
See. Give it up. Get it. Oh! Failed 240 twice. I'm going to channel my inner demon. I'm going to get really in my feels. I'm going to think about everything that's pissed me off in the last 20 minutes. I am not leaving until this comes up.
Heat, bro. Easy lift. I miss it every time. Give yourself up. It should be coming like.
I know how it feels. I just got 600 2 times.
Put my feet down. I'm getting it. Put my feet down.
No, you're not.
One time. No.
Pick it up, James.
Come on. Come on. Up. Get back. One more time. She got it, bro. Got it. Come, me and you will double check. No. Alright, Will, come stand next to me.
Nah, dangerous. Not every day's a PB day, we know that.
We can learn lessons from this. But I don't know what lesson is the right one. Am I happy that I tried and failed multiple times? I can say I just failed. I can say I tried my very hardest. I tried my very, very best.
No one ever succeeded without failure.
What annoys me is it's far below the weight I've previously done, far below the weight I could do on a good day.
Well, you've been sat in the sun all day, you've not eaten much.
There's the third lesson, eat more.
Can we use the jet lag
No,
card?
we're not jet lagged. That would be funny though. Imagine if like we moved to America and still like 6 months later we're still using it as an excuse. That was the worst gym session I've had in a long time. I did deadlifts, failed 240 about 5 times and then left.
And I tried so many times because I was frustrated with myself and embarrassed with myself and angry, kind of angry at the world really. It's frustrating as well because I should have made this while I was in LA or as soon as I got back from LA because there is so much more that I've forgotten. There was so much more on my mind. Oh, I have a complete, I got one more massive thing to say. Anyway, one massive thing that happened was I met a girl called Abigail White. You may know her, she does some social media stuff, lovely girl. And we hit a session in Golds and we took some photos, just as influencers would do. She's also sponsored by GYMSHARK, cool little collab, get some cool photos, cool videos, some good content together. Anyway, a lot of you will know her as being Alex Eubank's ex-girlfriend. Alex Eubank is actually a massive inspiration to me. And we follow each other, and he has a massive cult following. And I don't know, as far as I know, those two broke up on mutual terms, and it was all good. And yeah, we were just collabing because we're both with GYMSHARK, but not Alex himself, but Alex's whole fan base. This is how crazy social media is, but pretty much Alex's fan base came for me. In her comments, in my comments, it was pretty nuts. Like, you know, comparing me and him, people saying not nice things about me. So I must admit that did get to me. Like, people accusing me of like snaking Alex, this, that and the other. It's nuts how people jump to conclusions. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, like me and Abigail made a TikTok and Alex commented on it, saying I ship, to be honest. I think that was his attempt at stirring some sort of beef, I don't know. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But it felt like that, so I decided to just completely ignore his comment. So that was another additional factor that completely messed me up, pretty much. Since I got back, so many people have asked me, like, how was LA? How was LA? And I've given so many different answers, so many. Some would be like, yeah, it was amazing, and others would be like, it was absolutely terrible. If I were to describe the place, LA itself, you don't want to be there for more than a week. There's nothing to do. We went to see the Hollywood sign.
So we're in an Uber. We are trying to find the Hollywood sign. The classic tourist thing. The Uber driver, unfortunately, is Chinese, doesn't speak any English at all. There's a sign that says that, to confirm. And we're going the wrong way, and we can't tell if we're going the wrong way because he doesn't speak English.
Give that one. Give that. Give them.
They just pointed at the street.
I cannot.
Just wait for it to do. There you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will give you a tip. Have a lovely evening.
非常感谢。
Shishi. I know that from Karate Kid.
Sample up the address.
It's cold.
Oh my god, you're really shivering.
Why are we so close? I'm not looking further away.
That's cool.
That does look cool.
I think we're in the wrong place. To the conclusion that we're in the wrong place.
Is running up north these days. I bet it gets lonely. No one's there to keep you sane. And the cold weather.
Strange day. Very strange day.
Alright, now what?
Now what?
We've seen it. Well, we need to get photos of it.
Oh, Matt! I didn't even look at that.
Oh, that's cool as well.
That's sick. I can't lie.
Alright, so now we've done this, what do we do now? Oh,
I don't know.
that's the plan, Stan.
Well, can you cameraman me? Well, we've made it to the Hollywood sign. Oh. You know what? I never clocked it was wavy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the two O's in wood are lower.
The O is closer to the H.
The 2 O's in wood. Wait,
That's a
what?
big wood. It's a holy wood. Impressed.
She's not impressed.
No.
You don't like Hollywood?
I don't not like it. It's just a sign.
I've seen the billboard. Let's dip. This will be at least make a TikTok or some shit. Like.
I bet it gets crazy. Moving round and never stay. Did I let you down? On your way back now. So I swear something about me is changing. Oh, this town is empty now, and your crown has lost its power. 'Cause you've changed, but you've only changed from me. Oh, this boy is broken now, wondering why you let him down. But you've changed, and I'm the only one who sees.
Other than that and the Hollywood stars like in Hollywood, and we went to Rodeo Drive, which is a really fun experience. We actually splashed out a little bit, which was fun. Fly uptown when I'm feeling down. I want to do retail therapy. Good afternoon, everyone. We are in Rodeo Drive. You can't.
Next.
No, I'm good. I'd go that over Rolex.
It's all Rolex. Would you get the price?
These guys with their cardio. For the band. For the band.
I saw them on the shop. Had a drop. Yeah.
I needed a break. Have a break, have a Guinness. 3 pints of Guinness down already. Feeling good, like I should. Went and ran around the neighbourhood. This is the best decision we've made all trip. Low key a little bit drunk. I don't condone this. Mum, Dad, I'm sorry. So we did have fun times. Sometimes I forget the fun times. Sometimes I forget the bad times, which is good, and sometimes I forget the fun times, which is bad. One thing that's said about LA is about the transactional relationships, which is 100% true. We went out in clubs and, you know, you'd meet people and the first thing they say is like, oh, let me follow you on Instagram and stuff like that. And you can tell they're just completely, they're looking at your followers, they're, you know, seeing if you've got clout, everything like that. It was interesting, but I kind of knew that, so I was immune to that. Everyone in LA is crazy rich, crazy spoiled. Not everyone, but like you would meet some characters, pretty much like mini Kardashians, and it just wasn't my vibe, and I was ready to leave when I did. We are about to do our final session in LA in zoo culture. I have been, what, 4 times, paid 135 quid for the membership. Oh well, doesn't matter. Will is flexing and waiting for me to put the camera on him. We are about to go to the gym. I'm just gonna be on the phone today. We're gonna try and have a good little sesh. Darcy's worried about it. Darcy just skirted away. Not gonna film it, gonna have a really good session, might get a couple of TikToks and stuff, but I've got loads of other gym content, so if you want to go and watch loads of gym content, then just go on my channel right now, forget this video, and go and watch those. See you later. We are now moving out of the LA house. I haven't been able to vlog just because I've been absolutely really busy this morning, packing up and getting everything ready, because everyone else is just lazy. They didn't want to do it. So I had to do it, clean all the house, get everything going. Also, I'm a mess myself, so I had loads of clothes and stuff to try and fit my suitcase. I woke up to an iMessage from David Lade, which is always fun. They basically said, do you want to come to New York to shoot my collection in a couple days? And I was like, absolutely, absolutely, wouldn't miss it for the world. So we arranged the flights, changed my flights. I am now heading off to New York. I don't know what point of this vlog, what vlog this is going into, but I'm now heading off to New York for David Lade's shoot. To shoot his new collection, the David Lade collection. I'm really excited, and let's go. I said goodbye to the boys. Bye Sam and Will. And then there were 3. Bye guys, see you later. And then there was one on his way to New York. There, Brandon and Darcy are on their way back to the Gold Coast, Australia. Sam and Will have already gone, they're going back to London. I'm going to Long Beach Airport and then to New York. Well, I'm actually going to Salt Lake City for a layover and then New York. And flew over to New York. Met up with David, met up with Sawyer, met up with the rest of the gang, Brian, Christian, and we shot his collection. The new cargos, the new hoodie, the new tanks, the new t-shirts are all coming out on the 14th of this month, the 14th of August in 7 days, or the 12th if you've got the app. They're coming out early on the 12th if you've got the app, so be ready to use code James. I'd really appreciate it. Here are some of the photos. I have worn those cargos pretty much every day, every day since getting them. They are worth $500 in my opinion, you know, genuinely. They're better than Carhartt. They're better than, I don't know who else makes cargos. They're thick, sturdy. New York was way better than LA. New York City, I love it. New York City, I love it. It's interesting, it's fun. Everything is going on. Sadly, I'd been in America for a month. I'd been non-stop for a month. And even though I'd taken a lot of rest days and I'd taken a lot of time to myself, sat in my bedroom, kind of feeling sorry for myself, if I'm being honest. I was completely burnt out and so ready to go home. So I go back tomorrow. From what I've learned, I'm gonna have a much better time this time. My mental health is much better. I think my testosterone levels have finally gone back up because I've been having good gym sessions lately, been eating well, been sleeping decent, I think. I'm really buzzing to go back to LA tomorrow. The reason I go to LA tomorrow is because I have GYMSHARK's Lift LA event this weekend. It will not have happened yet by the time this video is out, but it's gonna be so amazing. We did one in Manchester. Have a look down on my YouTube, you'll find the Lift Manchester video, have a watch of that. We've got one in LA, in the Barker hangar in Santa Monica. If you want to come, free tickets are still available. Click the link in my description and get yourself some and head over. I know this has probably been a very long video. It was kind of difficult for me to get like vulnerable on camera like this and sort of explain what was happening. There's a lot of things I'm just yet to figure out. There's nothing crazy deep, nothing crazy bad. I'm just, you know, I'm slowly learning this sort of game of life and this lifestyle. You know, I grew up in a very different world, and I'll figure it out slowly. I'll figure it out. I just have to, you know, it all just comes. Luckily, I've got some of the best friends around me. Sam, Will, Anna, David are all, you know, a mixture of incredible mentors and the funniest people I'll ever meet. So yeah, I'm really appreciative of that. But yeah, I still have a lot to figure out. I have a lot of social life stuff to figure out. And on the relationship side of things, I'm dreadful, terrible. I just don't really know what's going on there. Long story short, it's like I've got Jekyll and Hyde, or like a devil on my shoulder, right? You know, I'll meet, if I were to meet someone, I'd pretty much completely throw it away straight away because I'm like so wanna grind, you know? Same with like even just spending time with friends. So I need to figure that out. I know that's an issue, I know that's a problem, I know that won't lead me to any happiness if I keep continuing down this way, so I'll figure that out. But I have some really exciting things, some life-changing things coming up. As soon as I get back from Lift LA, it's apartment time. It's my own apartment time. I'm gonna get my own place, probably in Manchester. That's top of the leaderboard right now. I love the idea of Manchester. It's like a mini London. I want to get out of London. I'm sick of London. I'm bored of it. There's nothing for me here in London really, other than people and my friends, but you know, a train ride is not that difficult. And once I do that, the grind is on. I think it's time for me to invest in a videographer and editor. I don't need anything crazy. I just need someone that understands me, understands my videos, to help me edit, because it's just too time consuming having to balance TikTok, Instagram, life, YouTube, other ventures and everything like that. It's very difficult. So I'll figure that out. There's more things coming. The idea of a podcast, a solo podcast, might start doing some live streams. And yeah, other than that, it is just getting myself in check, getting the gym in check and figuring everything out. I got new glasses because my housemates out of my old ones. I really like them, clear frame. Anyway, that's what happened in LA. I don't know whether I'm now going to add a collage of New York City stuff, or whether I do that in another video. I might just do New York in another video. But anyway, Lift LA video coming soon, once it happens, of course. New York video coming soon, unless I add it into this, and more YouTube coming soon. Follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok. I really spend a lot of time doing that. So if you want to know more about me, just go over to there. And I'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment, I appreciate you. I will get this YouTube going. This YouTube will be popping soon. It's not yet been my priority, but I will make it my priority soon. In a bit.